few years ago, Phyllis and I, we bought some hydrangeas to plant them in our backyard. You see, Sister Gladys, we got a large hillside in our backyard. And somebody told us that if we planted some plants on that hillside, it'll help keep that hillside from eroding and being a mess. So we went out and we carefully picked plants that could grow here in North Carolina. And the one that they said would grow best would be hydrangeas. And Sister Clement, when we got those hydrangeas, they could fit in the palm of my hand. And I said, okay, we need to get about 20 of those. And the florist lady at the garden center said, no, you don't want to get that many. You need about 5 or 6. So we got 5, 6, we got 6 hydrangeas, and we plant them out on the hillside, and we spaced them out pretty good. Those little bitty things. And I was sitting there thinking, how is this little bitty hydrangea, how is it going to hold up that great big hillside? It just fits in the palm of my hand. I can't imagine it getting much bigger than that. Other day, I looked out the backyard at that hillside. And now those little 6 little bitty hydrangeas, just about 2 years later, they about 5 feet tall. All of them. And they were in full bloom. And they covered the whole hillside, and it's beautiful. I'm gonna put up a picture later. But they about 5 feet tall, taking up the whole hillside. And I said, my God, those not only are on the hillside, but they can hold up the hillside. And I remember all the time when I looked out at those little hydrangeas, and the rain looked like it was pushing them around, and the wind looked like it was about to blow them out of the root, but they never uprooted, even while they were small. And what I come to understand is that when the winds would blow on them and look like it was about to push them over, the roots would go down a little bit deeper. When the rains would bowl on them and look like it was about to bowl it over, the roots would keep going down looking for water. And after a while, now they're so big that they're so rooted that that hillside is secure. Well, brothers and sisters, the same thing is true about us. You see, the Master has planted us where he has. And yes, there are going to be some times when it seems like the rains and the storms of life are going to blow us over. And it seems like the storms of life are going to end us. But just hold on. Pray a little harder. Let your roots go down a little deeper. Because you'll find out that after a while, what the Bible says is true. When the Bible says it does not yet appear what we shall be. But when he comes, we shall be like him. When he comes, we'll be rooted. When he comes, we'll be grounded. When he comes, we'll look like him. We'll be somewhere doing his will. We'll be somewhere listening for our name to be called. But when he comes, I want to be ready. When he comes,